Hello, and there is a new routing system which I am creating a video for because some of you are struggling with it. There is a routing guide on the main page of the login site which you can download and view, but here's a quick video. Okay, so to prepare a route, when you log into your website account, you click on communications and then you click on routing. Okay, and that brings up this page and it'll show your work orders, and it'll show your work orders in an order set by due date originally. Okay, and I personally, this is my account, I work 4 zip codes, which are 10307, 10309, 10312, and 10303. So let's say I wanted to prepare a route and I wanted to do all my zip codes and do the top 20 orders that are most due. Very simple, you click on these orders on the left hand side and you highlight the line. So let's say you would just go ahead and click the first 20. Once that's done, you'll click Add Sequence. And what that does is it creates a sequence number on the right hand side. I had a previous sequence in there, so it adds something else. But you can remove sequence and clear all sequence to clear all that out. So if you wanted to do your first 20 orders, that's what you do. You would highlight the first 20, add sequence, and then you click create Excel file and you save it to your desktop and you name that file, and then you import that file into Microsoft Streets and Trips, which I'll show you how to do in a second. But let's say out of the 4 zip codes that I work, I want to do everything that's due up until the 20th on 2 of the zip codes. So now, one of the zip codes, first thing I'll do is I'll type in zip code, and let's say I want to do everything in 10307. So you type in 10307, it automatically pulls up all the 10307 only, sorts them by due date. So let's say I want to do everything due until the 20th, which is about the first 9 orders. So you go ahead and highlight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you go ahead and click Add Sequence. And that added them as a sequence. But now I want to take everything, I have everything sequenced in 07. I want to take my orders for 10309 and sequence those. So you type in the zip code range 10309. And I want to do everything up to the 20th, which is the first 5 orders. So we're going to go ahead and click on those. And we're going to click Add Sequence. And that sequenced those 5, giving me so far a total of 14. So I have the 10309 here and the 10307 here. I know it's a little difficult to see, but you hear it and you somewhat see it, and you can watch this video a few times. So now I sequenced 14 orders. So now I want to import those orders into Microsoft. So I click Create Excel File, and I'm going to click Save As. And I'll title this one, let's go Tuesday Route, for example, and save it to my desktop. Let's go ahead and click Save. Okay, so now it's saved to my desktop. So now I can X out of this and open up the Microsoft. And now to import that into the Microsoft, which most of you should already know how to do, but for somebody new, you click Data, Import Data Wizard. Make sure this is on Excel file, and on my desktop, I'm going to look for the file, and there it is, Tuesday Route. Click Open. I don't know why it looks funny. Okay, this is new to me. Alright, you have to open up, this is a flawed system, you have to open up the Excel file first, view the orders, click Save, exit out, and then it'll import properly. Okay, now the addresses are there. I recommend for address 2 you go skip column, click finish. Now sometimes it doesn't recognize an address, you may have to manually type those in. So it's telling me 60 Tiller Court, that's not the correct way to spell it. So I'm going to click skip record. So now it imported my route. It actually did 2 of them. The first one doesn't count. We're going to delete that. So now it's there. You right click on it and hit add push pins as stops, and it adds the push pins as stops. Now what you want to do is click on the beige car and physically see the orders on the left hand side, and you can pick your starting point. So let's say I'm going to put in my address, and hit add to route. I forgot to put my zip code. Well, anyway, you can put in your starting point and your ending point. You can right click on an order and say add as start. You can right click on an order and put add as end, and then hit optimize stops, and that'll optimize the route for you. Now what I do, which is a new thing that anyone who's done this before, you may not know, I have a 19-inch monitor. So once it puts them in the driving order that I want, now what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of this. I'll hit Control Print Screen on my keyboard, and that just took a screenshot of everything on my computer. And now I open up a Word document and I right click and I hit paste, and I paste it into there, but I expand it. So I click on it so I can see those white dots, and I pull it down. And then I pull it to the left once and then twice, and that expands it so that I could see my list here. And normally with my monitor I can fit 28 orders per page, and I'll print this out, and that'll be my route that I work off of. So I can fit 28 orders per page. So if I'm going to do 60 orders, I usually have about 2 pages. I recommend when you print, you look at your printer properties and you click fast draft or whatever you can click on so that your printer prints with the lowest quality, so you save ink. So that's it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, shoot me a call or an email. Thank you.